Oh, hi there, it's Paul G Hewitt, the Gold and Bitcoin Daddy, and today I'm recording a video about how much money can I make with Bitcoin mining contracts and still build my business. So what I've done is I've created a spreadsheet that gives you a bit of an illustration. It's not a perfect spreadsheet, but it will give you a bit of an idea of what you can do. And so what I wanted to do, I just wanted to give you three different examples, and I'm in the Swiss Gold Global Back Office. In the My Crypto section, I've clicked Increase Hash Rate and chosen Bitcoin. So I'm going to do a value of $500, and that will give you 3.5 terahash per second. So if I go to my spreadsheet, here we are, and I put in 3.4 terahash here in this column. I'll explain this spreadsheet as I go along, but as you can see, this column is how much I've actually put in, how many terahash that I've bought, and how much it's cost. So this gives you the running total of any actual outlay from outside the system that I've put in, or new contracts that I bought with fresh money. This column is how much I'm actually going to put back in the system from compounding. This is building my business, keeping my business moving, and keeping the value increasing of what I'm actually holding. And this is the running total of what terahash or Bitcoin mining power that I have in my business. This is how much the monthly return is, and the corresponding Bitcoin fraction, and a running total of the value of my returns. So to start off with, 3.4 terahash, that will return on today's exchange rate of $2,541. 1 terahash will earn this amount of bitcoins. That will give you $46.45 per month. That's 3.4 terahash will give you that amount. Now, what I'm going to assume is that for the first 4 months we are going, and you can see this column here full of yeses or Ys. This is am I going to compound it or not? So I'm going to assume in the every single month we are going to compound, but in the first 4 months we're not going to withdraw anything. But after that, we're going to withdraw a percentage every single month. And this percentage I've set here is 65%. Obviously, you can choose what you like, but this means that 35% of your earnings is going back into your business. So, for the first 4 months, I've decided to put all of my money for this illustration back into the business. And when you get to month 5, you can see, here we go, $24.73 going back into the business. And in fact, you can see the previous month, I've got some going back in as well. Okay, this is the amount that we were drawing each month. So you may notice that there's some months with 0 because we haven't. There we go. Look, $24. That's not enough to buy a new Bitcoin mining contract. So that's actually because the minimum is $30. And this is also where the spreadsheet is an example. It's not perfect because you can't buy $47.68 worth of Bitcoin mining contract. You have to wait until it gets to 30. Buy your 30, and then as time goes on, you accumulate more earnings in bitcoins. Once you get $30 worth, then you can compound again. So these figures will be slightly less than these figures. That's but it is a really good illustration. And as time goes on, the amounts increase. So the amount we're recompounding increases, and the amount we're withdrawing increases. Some months, as you can see, there's another zero there because we haven't quite got $30. But what I want to show you is that, now remember the amount we put in, $510. Well, after 13 months, we've not quite got there, but we're $485. That's almost covering our initial outlay after 14 months. Probably 15 months you'd have completely covered it. But then if you then go ahead to 24 months, we're now withdrawing, or we're now earning $117.50 a month. We are putting back in $52.96 and we're withdrawing $76. And actually after 24 months, now bear in mind this contract does not stop at 24 months, this is actually an ongoing contract, but I just wanted to illustrate what happens, where you'd be after 2 years. You'd have withdrawn $1,153 from your initial $510 outlay, assuming no fresh funds, assuming the rate doesn't go up, and assuming that the exchange rate doesn't go up, and assuming the difficulty rate hasn't changed. Now these will change. Difficulty rate will go up. That's how hard it is to mine and the cost of mining, and so that will always go up. But equally, so will the exchange rate. So one would hope that the price rises of the exchange rate will keep up with the difficulty rate. So you're kind of covering yourself, and also by mining, by compounding your earnings, you're also increasing your mining power, so that will more than overcome the increase in difficulty rate. But this is $1,153 return, and you're still making $117 a month in mining from an initial $510 outlay. So that's pretty fantastic. But let's see what happens if we increase the amount that we put in initially. And we have a bit of magic happening here as well, because if you can increase the slider to $1,950, oh, there we go, you have 13 terahash. But there's a bonus in here. You keep sliding, price goes up. If you go right to the end, 15 terahash, the price drops back down to $1,950. You're getting 2 terahash for free, and it makes a huge difference on the calculations as well. So if I go back to the spreadsheet, and rather than putting 3.4 terahash in, I'm going to put 15. And in this case, oh, it's popped in 2250. That's the cost you would have paid if you actually didn't have the bonus. But I'm actually going to have to manually type this in, $1,950. So I'm going to use the same principle of not withdrawing in the first 4 months, withdrawing 65% of my earnings from month 5, and recompounding 35%. And then if you look at the figures here, there you go. Initially you're getting $204 return a month. Month 5, 289, and that will split to $107 being recompounded and $188 withdrawal. And after, this is where it gets interesting, 13 months, there you go. You've more or less covered 14 months, you can see 14 months there as well. You've actually more or less covered your earnings around this point here. Sorry, more or less covered your initial outlay at this point here. But you're withdrawing $240 a month and still compounding with $143 a month. If you go to, if you actually look here, you're actually at 27 terahash. So you've almost doubled your initial mining power. If you then go to 2 years, you've withdrawn $5,000. $5,155, and you're on 38.5 terahash, and your returns are $526 a month, split between recompounding and withdrawing. I don't know what bank can do that. I don't know what bank can turn an initial outlay of $1,950 into a $5,155 in your pocket and still have a business growing where you're returning, you're actually earning $526 a month. No bank's doing that. This is serious stuff. If you've got money in the bank and you're not and you're just leaving it there, it's not doing anything. In fact, it's worse than that. It's losing money. It's losing money to inflation. Bitcoin is increasing in value over time. This last year, it's increased by a huge amount, and this is a serious business. Swiss Gold Global is partnered with the #1 Bitcoin mining or crypto mining company in the world, and they've been, and Swiss Gold Global have been going 9 years. This is serious. We're a solid company. We're partnered with the world's #1, and they're getting bigger and bigger. You wait until we have the altcoin mining video and see what earnings are there, and that's going to get serious as well. But actually, one last thing. Let's just have a quick look. If we double our initial outlay from 15 terahash, let's do this out of interest, to 30, and it goes to $3,900. Same principle, and you're going to be taking $377 a month home and putting $200 back in your business, and after you more or less there we go. After month 13, you've withdrawn as much as you initially outlaid. You got 54 terahash, almost double what you started with, and then you come down to 2 years. You've withdrawn $10,000. You're turning $3,900 into $10,000 with a business that's turning over $1,000 a month and has 77 terahash mining power. And this doesn't stop at 24 months. This goes on and on. This is serious. Do yourself a favor. If you've got money in the bank, take your money out of the bank and start Bitcoin mining, because you're really missing out. You're losing money hand over fist. Bitcoin's an asset. It's out of the banking system. If the banking system goes down, the banks will grab your money. There's no doubt. It's in the last G20. They said as much. This is something. I'm not saying all your money, a percentage of your money, because I think everyone needs to diversify. But this is well worth it. Now you know the figures. Now it's time to decide what you want to do. I hope this video has really helped you actually see this in a different light, Bitcoin mining in a different light. Thank you for listening. My name is Paul G Hewitt. I'm the Golden Bitcoin Daddy, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.